Hello and welcome to the tutorial for creating quick notes in Counselor. The basic idea for quick notes is to give you a very easy to find, flexible way of recording notes, thoughts, comments throughout the patient visit. So if there are things the patient's mentioning that perhaps wouldn't fall into an area covered by Counselor Insight, probably wouldn't end up on the final report, but things that you'd like to record nonetheless. These can be related to the history, they can be related to the testing session itself, the counseling session, your outcomes, your recommendations, just quick notes you want to have. So instead of having to scribble them down on a piece of paper or remember them, you're able to record them in Counselor and of course look them up at any time. Now, quick notes they live within the patient visit. So what you do is you start by just finding the patient, and in the top right hand corner in the movable scroll bar here, the last option is quick notes. Just by clicking there, you'll open a text window. Now you'll see I have a couple things already noted here. This may be the case if perhaps during the history the patient noted a couple things that you wanted to jot down but didn't necessarily fit in Insight, so you just record them in the quick notes. But maybe during the testing you want to make some notes. Okay, so maybe not something that will end up in the report, but perhaps you need it later on to remind you of something, or you might describe that in a better way, or a little nicer way, during or in your report. You could also do things like, let's say you finish your counseling, the patient's ready for hearing instruments, and let's just say, okay, maybe you record the receiver. Okay, there's nothing official about these notes. These are only going to be viewed by you. They will not end up in the report. Now, there is actually a placeholder option that you could insert your notes into the report, but that would be something where you would directly be choosing to do so. Otherwise, these remain as your internal notes. And also, these are different than chart notes in that these may just be your thoughts. Maybe just quick things the patient mentioned, such as okay, so the patient's going to be leaving for 2 weeks. So maybe that doesn't end up in your chart, or maybe it doesn't, but it gives you a chance to note these down. Ultimately, you can type as little or as much as you want. Go ahead and hit close. This is available then from any screen. So if I, for example, was to jump into the audiogram screen, I still am going to have access to my Quick Notes feature. So once this loads, there we are. There's my Quick Notes again, and there's the things I just typed. So it's going to follow you throughout that patient visit. This will not translate to the patient in general. It's just going to be for this specific visit. And as I mentioned, you of course can anytime use a placeholder, which would pull that text into a report if you so choose. Any notes within the quick notes can also be edited later on, so you can log back in, select this patient, this visit, go back into quick notes, review them, edit them, delete them however you wish. Obviously, as always, if you have any questions about this, we're very happy to help. Just give us a call, live chat us, or shoot us an email. This concludes the Creating a Quick Notes tutorial.